Have you ever imagined standing in front of buildings that look like they belong in a fairy tale? Or walking across a frozen lake so clear you can actually see deep beneath the ice? That's Russia. A country that stretches across 11 time zones, massive, mysterious, and honestly, often misunderstood. Most people think of it as cold and distant. But once you start exploring, you realize it's so much more than that. So today, let's take a journey across 10 incredible places in Russia, from imperial cities to some of the wildest landscapes on Earth. Let's start in Moscow. This is where everything comes together: history, politics, culture. The city itself dates back to the 12th century, and you can feel that history almost everywhere you go. Right in the center is Red Square. It's not just a famous landmark, it's basically the stage where some of Russia's biggest moments happened. On one side, you've got the Kremlin, still the center of power today. And then there's St. Basil's Cathedral, with those colorful domes that almost don't look real. But here's something most people don't expect. Go underground. The Moscow Metro isn't just a subway system, it looks like a palace, with chandeliers, marble walls, even artwork. Honestly, it might be one of the most beautiful metros in the world. Russia with a European soul. Next, we head to St. Petersburg. This city feels completely different. It was built by Peter the Great to connect Russia with Europe, and you can really see that influence. Wide canals, elegant buildings, and a slower, more artistic vibe. People often call it the Venice of the North. One place you can't miss is the Hermitage Museum. We're talking about one of the biggest art museums in the world. Millions of pieces, all in one place. And then there's Peterhof Palace. Think golden fountains, huge gardens, basically Russia's version of Versailles. Now let's go way out into Siberia, to Lake Baikal. This place is unreal. It's the oldest lake on Earth, around 25 million years old, and also the deepest. But what really makes it special is winter. When it freezes, the surface turns into this insanely clear blue ice. You can literally see cracks, air bubbles, even layers beneath your feet. It feels like you're walking on glass. Next stop, Kazan. This city has a completely different energy. It's where Russian and Tatar cultures meet. One of the coolest sights here is the Kul Sharif Mosque, standing right next to Orthodox churches. Different religions, different histories, all in one place. And somehow it just works. Sochi, not what you expect from Russia. Now here's a surprise. Sochi. This place is warm, like beach weather. It sits along the Black Sea, and it even hosted the 2014 Winter Olympics. What's crazy is, within about an hour, you can go from the beach to snowy mountains in the Caucasus. It's like two completely different worlds in one city. Now we go north, way north, to Murmansk. This is inside the Arctic Circle. And this is where you come to see the Northern Lights. On the right night, the sky starts moving. Green, purple, sometimes even blue. It's quiet, freezing, and absolutely unforgettable. If you're into adventure, Kamchatka Peninsula is next level. This place is wild. Over 300 volcanoes, many still active, geysers shooting steam into the air, and wildlife everywhere, including massive brown bears. It's one of the few places left where nature is completely in charge. If you want to see old Russia, head to the Golden Ring. This area includes towns like Suzdal and Vladimir. Think quiet villages, white churches, golden domes. It feels like stepping into another century. Everything moves slower here. After crossing the country, you end up in Vladivostok. This is Russia's far eastern edge. Closer to Asia than Europe, and you can feel that mix in the culture. It's also the final stop of the Trans-Siberian Railway. Over 9,000 kilometers of travel, ending right here by the sea. Finally, we arrive at the Altai Mountains. No big cities, no crowds, just mountains, rivers, and silence. This place is all about disconnecting and just being present. Some people say it feels spiritual, and honestly, they might be right. By now, you've probably realized something. Russia isn't just one kind of place. It's not just grand cities, and it's not just wild nature. It's both at the same time. It's standing in the middle of Red Square, surrounded by centuries of history, and then days later, finding yourself alone in the vast silence of the Altai Mountains. It's the contrast that stays with you. The shift from noise to stillness, from structure to complete freedom. In one moment, you're looking at the intricate beauty of St. Basil's Cathedral, and in another, you're staring up at the sky in Murmansk, watching the northern lights dance above you. It's a country that doesn't reveal itself all at once. You don't just visit Russia, you experience it, layer by layer. And sometimes, the most unforgettable moments aren't even the famous landmarks. They're the quiet ones. A long train ride across endless landscapes, a conversation with someone you didn't expect to meet, or simply standing still in a place that feels completely untouched by time. That's what makes Russia different. It challenges you, it surprises you, and if you let it, it stays with you long after you leave. So yeah, Russia is huge, but more than that, it's incredibly diverse. From busy cities to places where it feels like no one's ever been before. And the truth is, we've only scratched the surface. If you enjoyed this journey, go ahead and hit subscribe, because there's a whole world out there, and we're just getting started.